Hey everyone, have you ever thought about the cool stuff hidden under the sea or maybe even in your backyard? It's like a treasure hunt, right? And who knows, you might find something super valuable. Today we're going on a journey to discover the 10 biggest treasure finds ever. Get ready for sunken Spanish ships full of gold and ancient Egyptian tombs packed with amazing artifacts. These discoveries show just how exciting treasure hunting can be. So, grab your explorer hat and let's get started. Let's travel south of Cairo, Egypt, to a place called Saqqara. It's a giant cemetery or necropolis where they buried important people from Memphis, the old capital of Egypt. For the past 10 years, archaeologists have been working hard like real-life treasure hunters to uncover Saqqara's secrets. And guess what? Since 2010, they've found the tomb of a high priest from 4,400 years ago. They've also found tons of mummies in colorful painted boxes called sarcophagi. These are super old, over 2,500 years old, and that's not all. They've also found hundreds of painted coffins, statues, and even mummies of animals like lion cubs. And get this, in January 2021, they found over 50 brand new sarcophagi and some really old papyrus writings with stories from the Book of the Dead. This place is like a treasure chest of history. I bet there's a lot more to discover in the Saqqara tombs. It's the gift that keeps on giving. Okay, imagine this. It's 2015 and Zvika Faya, a scuba diver from Israel, is exploring the ocean near Caesarea, an old port city. Zvika has probably seen everything down there, but this time he's in for a huge surprise. He's swimming along when something shiny catches his eye. It's gold, sparkling in the sunlight. As he gets closer, he realizes it's not just one gold coin, but a whole bunch of them scattered on the ocean floor. Talk about being lucky. We're talking about over 2,000 gold coins, all from the 10th and 11th centuries. This wasn't just treasure. It was like a time capsule from the Fatimid Caliphate, a powerful empire that used to rule over a large part of the world. But a storm was coming, and it could have scattered all these coins back into the ocean. The Israeli Antiquities Authority had to act quickly. Over the next few days, divers worked non-stop, carefully collecting every single coin. The treasure was safe, a reminder of a time long ago, showing us that history can be found in the most unexpected places. Let's go back in time to 1840. We're in Lancashire, England, where some workers are fixing a riverbank. As they're digging, they find a massive pile of silver coins and bars. It's the kind of treasure you only hear about in stories. This was the Hoard, and it was like something straight out of a Viking adventure. We're talking about over 7,000 silver coins, a fortune back then. It's like holding a piece of history in your hands, a reminder that the Vikings weren't just tough warriors, but also smart traders and explorers. Chapter 4. The Hammer and the Hoard. It's 1992, and we're in the peaceful English countryside with a man named Eric Laws. Eric's using his metal detector looking for his lost hammer. But today, Eric's detector finds something much more exciting. It leads him to a field where he digs up not his hammer, but the amazing Hoxne Hoard. We're talking about almost 60 pounds of treasure, including over 15,000 Roman coins. This wasn't just some spare change, it was a treasure worth millions, the biggest ever found in Britain. Today you can see the Hoxne Hoard at the British Museum. It just shows that sometimes being lucky and having a good metal detector pays off. Chapter 5. The Staffordshire Surprise. Now, if you thought finding Roman coins was cool, get ready for this. We're off to Staffordshire, England, where another lucky metal detector enthusiast hit the jackpot in 2009. This wasn't just any treasure, this was the Staffordshire Hoard, the biggest collection of Anglo-Saxon gold and silver ever found. Imagine this, over 11 pounds of gold, 3 pounds of silver, and thousands of beautiful garnet stones. These weren't just trinkets, these were valuable objects owned by kings, princes, and warriors. This discovery changed what we knew about history, showing us how wealthy and skilled the Anglo-Saxons were. Chapter 6. 30 years in the making. Meet Reg Mead and Richard Miles, two friends who loved history and believed there was something special hidden on the island of Jersey in the English Channel. For 30 years they searched fields and studied old maps, always with their metal detectors by their sides. They were passionate about their hobby, hoping that one day they'd find something amazing. And they did. In 1982, they discovered the Le Catillon II hoard. This wasn't your typical buried treasure. This was a massive collection of over 69,000 coins, gold necklaces, glass beads, and even pieces of leather. The Le Catillon II hoard reminds us of the Celts who lived long ago, proving that history can be found in the most unexpected places. Now let's jump ahead a few hundred years and travel to Śląska, Poland. In 1985, during a construction project, workers found something incredible. They unearthed a crown, but not just any crown, a crown that belonged to Czech queens. It was a beautiful piece of art from the medieval times, a symbol of power and importance. But the crown was just the beginning. As they dug deeper, they found a treasure chest of riches that had been hidden since the 14th century. Gold and silver coins, jewelry, and precious stones. Historians believe this treasure, known as the Śląska treasure, belonged to Charles IV, a powerful ruler from the 14th century. Chapter 8. Mysteries of the Deep. Imagine diving in the Mediterranean Sea and finding a shipwreck. But not just any shipwreck, one that had been underwater for over 2,000 years. That's what happened in 1900 near the Greek island of Antikythera. This wasn't just a small boat. It was a Roman ship filled with treasures from all over the ancient world. And guess what? Over the past century, it's revealed amazing artifacts. We're talking about beautiful jewelry, delicate glass objects, life-size marble statues of horses, and incredibly well-preserved bronze sculptures. But the most fascinating find is the Antikythera mechanism, an ancient computer that could predict the movements of stars and planets. Chapter 9. The Motherlode of Shipwrecks. The year is 1622. A Spanish ship, the Nuestra Señora de Atocha, is sailing from Havana to Spain, loaded with treasures from the Americas. Gold, silver, emeralds, you name it, the Atocha had it all. But as luck would have it, a massive hurricane hit the Florida Keys, catching the Atocha and other ships in its path. The ship, weighed down with riches, couldn't handle the storm. It sank to the bottom of the ocean, taking its treasure and the lives of almost everyone on board with it. For centuries, the Atocha was just a legend, a story of lost treasure. But in 1985, after 16 years of searching, Mel Fisher and his team found it. They recovered tons of silver and gold bars, a king's ransom in coins, beautiful jewelry, and chests full of emeralds. Chapter 10. The Treasure That Launched 1,000 Claims. Our last treasure takes us to the Caribbean Sea near Colombia, where a shipwreck worth billions of dollars is causing a lot of excitement and legal battles. This is the story of the San José, a Spanish ship that sank in 1708. The San José wasn't just any ship. It was carrying a massive amount of gold, silver, and emeralds from South America to Spain, but the San José never made it. British warships attacked it, and a huge battle followed. In 2015, after years of searching, a team of experts finally found the wreck. It was full of treasure, estimated to be worth as much as $17 billion. So what have we learned today? If you look hard enough, dig deep enough, and never give up on your dreams of finding treasure, you might just find something amazing in your own backyard. Or maybe you'll just find that lost hammer you were looking for. Either way, it's a win-win. Have you ever found a treasure that we didn't talk about today? Tell us about it in the comments below. That's all for today, folks. Until next time, keep your eyes peeled and your metal detectors ready. You never know what treasures are waiting to be discovered. Adventure is out there, and sometimes history is just waiting to be dug up.